Is this the reason why it's not working for you? Okay, so charisma and confidence, you've watched what feels like probably a million videos on YouTube. You might have paid really good money to go on a bunch of personal development courses, and you've even gone old school and you decided to read a book. So why, after all of this, does it feel like you are still not making progress? The answer could be in these questions. So I want you to think about your last holiday, even if it was just a short weekend away. Now with this, I bet that you had a list of things that you had to take with you and probably a list of things that you had to do before you left. And then you also maybe had a list of a few things that you were going to do while you were away. Does that sound about right? Yes, that does sound about right. So another quick question. Let's assume, I'm just going to assume for this that you drive a car. When you were learning, did you jump straight into the driver's seat and start whizzing around corners like some kind of rally driver, or did you need time behind the wheel to practice? Okay, so both of these things, the holiday planning and the learning to drive a car, you went out of your way to do and to get better at, yes? And there, my friends, is the answer to why you are struggling to grow your confidence. It's okay, that's not the end of the video. You need more of an explanation, right? So let's look at both of those situations. So to be ready for the holiday and with learning to drive a car, you made both of those things a priority. They were at the top of your mind. The holiday was coming up soon, so you had to start thinking about what you needed to do to be ready. And with the car, learning to drive a car, you desperately wanted to get your license so that you could be free and roam the world. The key here is that you made these things a priority. We don't often think about making our confidence, growing our confidence, we don't often think about making that a priority. We kind of just cross our fingers and we hope that we might just become more confident because, well, just because I should be. So next, let's take the holiday. Now, for a lot of people, planning a holiday becomes like a military operation. All of a sudden, you start thinking in terms of 0700 hours. You start making lists and you even start counting the number of pair of undies that you're going to need. Now, we plan this out because it's important to us. The holiday is going to be ruined if we forget something. Yet, when it comes to building our confidence, which is also important, and to be honest with you, it's probably more important than your holiday, we never put a plan in place. We never really think about what it is that we need to do, or more importantly, who we need to become. Then let's look at the learning to drive. You weren't good straight away. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you were when you started. Now, if you are a real driver, like myself, you would have learned to drive a manual car. So there was the changing the gears, this side or this side, and all of the other stuff that you needed to get good at before you started to feel confident. Now, in many countries, there are a minimum number of hours of practice that you need to get under your belt before you'll even be considered for a license. And you guessed it, confidence is exactly the same. You need to start practicing being confident. And yes, I mean practice, actually practicing confidence. So if on a Sunday night, you suddenly think, oh, collywobbles, I've got an important presentation tomorrow. I better start working on my confidence tonight. Quick, gonna get out the computer, gonna Google how to be more confident. That is not going to work. You need to think of confidence a bit like a well. You need to dig the well before you need the water. You need to work on your confidence before you need the confidence. Now, the more astute of you watching may have realized that this can be remembered as 3 Ps. Prioritize, plan, and practice. You want to make improving your confidence a priority. You want to bring it into your awareness and at the top of your mind. Then you want to be figuring out what it is that you need to do and plan who you need to become to be a Jedi Master of confidence. And then practice. If becoming confident really means that much to you, and it should, you want to treat this like anything else that you would want to be good at and you want to train. So, seeing as you're still here, why not hit that subscribe button? I've got plenty more where this came from. Anyway, that's the end. See ya.